All right, my brothers and sisters of YouTube, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for pushing this truth day in and day out. And shalom to the 1/3 and 144 elect. I pray that this lesson be edifying, and bear with me because it just started, so I got to get used to this. So with that being said, let's praise our Lord and Savior. Call Halayim, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. The water, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash, and all the Allahayim. I thank you and I praise you, Most High, and I ask and I pray that you let this lesson be edifying, not only for others, but for me. I say Barakatham to all the elders, all the apostles, all the Akim and Aqua that are out here listening and learning in sincerity, and the new ones just coming in. I say to you, keep pushing, keep going, don't give up. The devil's gonna come at you. He's gonna give you all kinds of reasons to stop, all kinds of excuses to make for you, but don't listen. Keep it pushing, keep going. In Yahweh's name, I ask and I pray these things. Amen. All right, brothers, so this lesson is titled The Fall of Esau, Edom, and the Devil and Their Judgment. So without further ado, let's get on with this lesson. All right, so I was trying to pick a lesson, and I got three other lessons now that I can do, but I didn't know which one to do. Kind of confused, back and forth. Like I said, it's my second time making a video. I was hella nervous the first one. This time I ain't so nervous, but the other day I was gonna make it, but I was the devil was bothering me so much. I was distraught, crying, and just feeling down. I had to come up out of that, started watching videos, and without fail, every time I start watching videos, the spirit comes. I get in the spirit, everything's perfect. So last night, after I got into, I think it was the night before that this happened. Woke up yesterday was okay. Today's even better, because I've been in the spirit since yesterday. And I try to stay in the spirit, and I'm getting better at it. Sometimes I just watch videos all day so I can stay in the spirit. But anyway, so he chose one for me, and it was Judgment. I was just going to name it Judgment of Esau, Edom. But, man, I had all kinds of stuff written down in this paper, what I was going to do and how I was going to do it and what was going to come after what and this and that and go before what and what. Kakadash said, look, I make this easy for you, bro, since it's your first time. He said, when you get learned, you can go into all that stuff. He said, right now, we just going to start you with Isaiah 14, because it does pretty much say it all. So I will be, I don't know if I'm going to be going to precept. I'm just going to go along with what the Rakakadash gave me, but I am going to be trying to explain to the best of my knowledge and the knowledge that the Rakakadash has given me and the understanding that he lets me get from reading the words, what's going on here. So I'm going to start with Isaiah 14:1. The Lord will have compassion on Jacob, and once again he will choose Israel. Most High is always choosing Israel. We're always going to be us first. And will settle them in their own land. Aliens will join them. I think those are the what are they called? The Gentiles, the speckled birds that are going to join us. And the nations will bring them in. I believe that's just all the nations of, all the 12 tribes of Israel. I believe. If I'm wrong, one of you elders or an apostle, will set me straight, will rebuke me, and then I will know for sure. All the nations will bring them in and bring them to their own place, and the house of Israel will possess the nations. So the own place is going to be in Jerusalem when we make it home, when we get back to the kingdom, when these nations, these heathens and Edomites and everybody are going to be slaves. Says, and the house of Israel will possess the nations as men servants and maidservants in the Lord's land. They will make captives of their captors and rule over their oppressors. So that means, yep, Edom, you're going to be, you and all the rest of the heathens that followed you, Moabites, Ammonites, all of them, you're all going to be slaves. We are going to be your oppressors. And oppress you, we are. Because I know I am. One day the Lord gives you relief from suffering and turmoil and cruel bondage. Or one day the Lord gives you relief from suffering and turmoil and cruel bondage. No, I'm sorry. Salaki. On that day, the Lord gives you relief from suffering and turmoil and cruel bondage. So on the day that he gives us this relief, you will take up this taunt against the king of Babylon. So we're going to start teasing him, making fun of him, talking a bunch of big old shit to him, which I can't wait for that either. This is still, no, this is a 14:4, Isaiah 14:4. You will take up this taunt against the king of Babylon. How the oppressor has come to an end. Now, this that I'm reading here is like twofold. It's about Esau, but it's also about the devil too, about Lucifer. So the spiritual, it's spiritual and it's physical. How the oppressor has come to an end. How his fury has ended. The Lord has broken the rod of the wicked, the scepters of the rulers, which in anger struck down peoples with unceasing blows, and in fury subdued nations with relentless aggression. All the lands are at rest and at peace. They break into singing. The land breaks into singing. I mean, now this is the land that's happy about this too, about these guys going down. It says, even the pine trees and the cedars of Lebanon exalt over you and say, now that you have been laid low, no woodsman comes to cut us down. The grave too does the same thing, is happy because it's like we about to get filled up. I can't wait. The grave below is all astir to meet you at your coming. It rouses the spirits of the departed to greet you and those who were leaders in the world. It makes them rise up from their thrones, all those who were kings over the nations. Let me stop here and go back a little bit. Now, the graves below are astir. They're happy. They're waiting. They're like, can't wait. Hopefully you guys come back down. To meet you at your coming. It rouses the spirits of the departed to greet you. Now, I want to tell you just a little quick story about that. I know that is true because my father was a very evil man. Very, very evil man. And he was a Freemason. He was in World War II. He worked as a sheriff in Texas. He killed people. I'm pretty sure in World War II he killed people. But in Texas, he killed some white man. I guess he was a Klan member or a child of a Klan member. And they were supposed, I think they told his boss, the sheriff, hey, his boss was a white man. But he was probably Freemason too because supposedly he was cool with my dad. And he told him, hey, I ain't gonna name no names. I ain't gonna say my dad's name or my name. But he said, hey, you gotta go. He said, these people are coming to kill you and your family. So you gotta leave. And I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't born until 73. This was back in probably the 60s, early 60s. Somewhere around there. And so he left. But what he did was when he left, because my dad's name, I have his first name, his slave name. I don't have his last name, and it's something, I won't say it. Anyway, so he changed our names when we left there. When he grabbed us and took us and came up north here, he changed our names. So my first name is real because that's his first name, his slave name. My last name isn't the same as his real slave name. I was changed to something else to hide us. My whole family, the whole name was changed. All my sisters, everything. We went under that running name. I'll just call it that. So we were never found. Anyway, so the day that this cat was dying, the night before he was at home, he was crying about his side hurt, probably his liver because he drank all the time. He drank hard liquor. He loved Thunderbird. He drank wine every day and beer every day. Every day he was drunk. That's why when I started drinking alcohol, that's how I was. Every day I was drunk. Every day. I had to be. I was mean. I was cruel. I was no good. I wasn't no good for shit. No good for nobody else. Now, my son is the same way as I am. Drinks every day. He's an asshole. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He thinks he's the toughest guy in the world. I was just like that too when I was drunk. He don't want to listen to shit. He knows everything. Although he's almost 30. See, I didn't want to listen to shit back in my teenage days, in my early 20s. And as I got older, I started paying attention. My son is already in his 30s, and he know everything. So anyway, my dad was dying. We went to go see him. And I don't even, he wasn't dying. I mean, he was dying, but he was on his deathbed, but he still had vigor in him. Because there was these sliding glass door windows that opened up when you came into the hospital. And then through his room, they were all glass, but you know, they had the sheets and everything to cover the little curtains. And he had his curtains open, and you could see that sliding glass door when people came in. The door opened, but nobody came in. There was nobody there. This nigga jumped up, sat up in the bed. He started yelling and screaming at my mom, "Bitch, get them fucking bitches out of here. I don't want them fucking bitches here." See, my dad used to be a pimp too. So all up and down the South and down here in Washington, he had prostitutes. He killed a few, you know. My uncle told me a couple stories about him and my dad taking one of his prostitutes up to the canyons in Arizona, and my dad hit her in the head with a tire iron and pushed her off a cliff. And so I'm pretty sure that was one of them coming to get him. But he kept saying, "Get them bitches out of here. I don't want them here." And my mom used to call him daddy because she was terrified of him. He beat the shit out of her whole life, you know? And he just kept saying that. And my mom was like, "There's nobody here, daddy. There's nobody here." And when I got older, I thought about that. And the Rakakdash gave me, you know, was like, that was dead people coming to get him. You know, my mom said that, but I still didn't understand what it was. I was only like 5 years old. So, yeah, this is true. This is, back to it, Isaiah 14:10. They will respond, they will say to you, "You also have become weak." These are the kings now. Remember, the kings were talking to him. The king, all those who were kings over the nations, they will all respond, they will all say to you, "You also have become weak, as we are. You have become like us. All your pomp has been brought down to the grave, along with the noise of your harps. Maggots are spread out beneath you, and worms cover you. How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn." You see where I said it's two? It's physical and spiritual? Because it talks about Esau, Edom, the children of the Most High, and now it's talking about Lucifer, when he fell. You cast dawn, O morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth. You who once laid low the nations, you said in your heart, "I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit enthroned on the mount of assembly." Now, Esau said this too in, I said it. Hold on, where's it at? I just had it. But Satan, you know, we know that he wanted to exalt himself over the Most High. And he said, "I'm taking the throne." What I mean to say, I'm taking it. But he said, "I'll sit up on the throne. I'll sit higher than the Most High." But he was doing that in his pride. Let's go to Ezekiel 28:2. Let me find it. Kind of slow at finding these, but I'll find it. I don't think it's way up there. I think it's back here somewhere. Are you kidding me? Jeremiah, it's got to be around here somewhere. I know it is. Ah, there we go. What did I say? Ezekiel 28:2. Okay, this is Ezekiel 28. I'll start it 2. The Son of Man, say to the ruler of Tyre, "This is what the sovereign Lord says. In the pride of your heart you say, 'I am God. I sit on the throne of God in the heart of the seas, but you are a man, not a God. Though you think you are as wise as Yahweh, you are wiser than Daniel. Is no secret hidden from you? By your wisdom and understanding, you have gained wealth for yourself and amassed gold and silver in your treasures, and stole everything. By your great skill in trading, you have increased your wealth, and because of your wealth, your heart has grown proud. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says: because you think you are wise as a God, I'm going to bring foreigners against you. Oh no, that's not it. Where's it at? Salaki about that. There is another place in there. Where Esau said that. Let me I'm not gonna get it. Salakia, guys, Salakia. I didn't take time to really read that and really look. But I know he did say the same thing, you know, as Satan said when he was up in heaven, when he was like, I'm gonna take the spot of the Most High. Because we know these fucking devils come down here and they act like they're the Most High, you know, as well as they don't hold themselves guilty for anything that they do because they think they are the Most High when they're not. So Salaki on that. I'm gonna have to get a little better at figuring stuff out here, and I will. But let me get back to it anyway. I will sit enthroned on the mount. This is a same one, 13, Isaiah 14:13. It's a little down, a little. I will sit enthroned on the mount of assemblies, on the utmost heights of the sacred mountain. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But you are brought down to the grave, to the depths of the pit, and that's where the devil's going. To the pit. Remember? See, again, I can't recall where it's at, but I know it says in here that in the end, when judgment comes, the devil and his demons will be chained up with chains, and they will be thrown in the pit forever. Those who see you stare at you. They ponder your life. Is this the man who shook the earth and made kingdoms tremble here? I believe they're talking about the devil too, but this can also go for Esau. The man who made the worlds a desert, who overthrew its cities and would not let his captives go home. All the kings of the nations lie in state, each in his own tomb. But you are cast out of your tomb like a rejected branch. You are covered with the slain, with those pierced by the sword, with those who descend to the stones of the pit. Like a corpse trampled underfoot, you will not join them in burial, for you have destroyed your land and killed your people. The offspring of the wicked will never be mentioned again. Because that's Esau, Edom. Prepare a place to slaughter his sons for the sins of their forefathers. And this is what Esau doesn't understand. This is why they think that they ain't getting in trouble. They think they're God. And this went for us too, as Hebrew Israelites. You know, we had to pay for our forefathers' sins. And Esau's going to have to pay for it too. They are not to rise to inherit the land and cover the earth with their cities. I will raise up against them, declares the Lord Almighty. I will cut off from Babylon her name and survivors, her offspring and descendants. See? All of them. Even your cousins, Esau, even your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, grandma, grandpa, everybody going, declares the Lord. I will turn her into a place of owls and into swampland. I will sweep her with the broom of destruction, declares the Lord Almighty. And then from there, let me see. I don't have the Apocrypha right here. But anyway, Esdras 2:6 says Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning of that which follows. The end of this world. Esau is the end of this world. Or what did it say? The end of this, I know it meant world, but there was another word for it. But anyway, it does state that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that which follows. Sirach 12:12. I should have written that down too. I didn't even have that. And I can't get to the Apocrypha because if I turn off my phone and try to go to it, it's going to stop the video and I'll have to start it all over again. Because I have to use my phone's camera and video to do this. I don't know how to do it on Facebook where I can make the video and have the scriptures up there and everything. I wish I could do that for you guys, but I don't know how. I need someone to teach me. But Sirach 12:12 says that it said in that scripture that Esau will kill you and try to take your place. There's also, I had here John 44 where Esau will do the lust of his father because the devil is his dad. He's their children. Sirach 12:10 says never to trust thine enemy. And that's Esau. So that's where I got 12:12 is because it kind of, with the scripture, what I got from it was like, he'll like kind of calm down like he cool with you, you know what I'm saying? Until he gets you where you want, and then he knock you off or whatever, bump you out the way, and then he try to take your place. And what I came up behind that was where it says, this is why I write everything down, guys, and keep things in my notepad because I can't quite remember the scriptures. There was at one point in my time when I was younger, you could call the number and the verse, the chapter, the verse, and the book, and I would just spit it out. Can't do that no more. I wish I could. Maybe the Most High will help me with that before I leave here. And so what I did was with that Sirach 10:10, not 10:10, but 12:12, where it says, he'll kill you and try to take your place. I threw in there about where they covered over the faces of the judges, because after they kicked us out and we were in Africa, that's when they started changing shit, trying to make themselves us. That's when they started trying to become the Hebrew Israelites. And that's why they changed the faces of the judges, try to make all the characters in the Bible white, and start whitewashing shit. And then in, 1540 something, these motherfuckers come over here, start the new land after they killed all the Indians off and got everything ready, and now they want to be white people. So like the prophets say, they've always been trying to hide from their heritage. They were Romans, then they were Greek, then they were Vikings. You see what I'm saying? And whoever else they were, and now they're white people. Well, there's no such nation as white people. And we know the Vikings, the true Vikings, were Hebrew Israelites, And then during the Dark Ages, when these white folks was down and trying to recoup, we was running that. Hebrew Israelites were running that Europe. What was it, for 1,000 years, something like that? And then these motherfuckers got better, and that's when they started saying, we're going to build up again, and we're going to come to the top. And they built up again, man. It came to the top. But like most I said, I'm throwing all that shit down. You go ahead and build it up. All I'm going to do is break it down and throw it down again. And that's exactly what's it's happening right now. In the prophecy, you see all the stores closing. Money ain't no good. Everything's shutting down. People's falling apart, man. Especially these Edomites. These people are falling apart quickly. They don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to handle this trouble because they ain't never had trouble. Oh, but it's gonna be bad for them. It's gonna be fun just watching them running around pulling their hair out and killing each other and committing suicide. That's gonna be lovely. I'd love to see all that and just laugh. But it's coming for them. That where the Most High throws them down, he destroys everything and kills them. He's throwing them down right now. Once he gets done throwing them all the way down, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're done. We get to go home. They get to go into slavery. Oh, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it, Especially when we get there. There's no more, you can't go nowhere, man. You can't go nowhere. Everything is locked up. Oh, this is my property. This is government property. And these motherfuckers just sit on it. Don't ever do shit with it. They just got it locked up like that so you can't go on. And you can't go enjoy it. Most High he didn't create this world like that, man. And if you can see in these pictures, in this picture that I got going, look at this. Look at the grass. Look at the trees. Shit ain't even green no more. Sun's out, everything should be green, dark green. Look at. Nothing, man. The fucking color's gone from everything, man. Flowers are losing color. Look like grass out here. Ain't even green and yellow. Come on, bruh. Can't enjoy nothing, man. Alright, but I'm gonna start ranting and raving. I hope this was edifying for someone. And like I said, Salakia, bear with me, man. I'll get better. The Spirit will make sure of that. So will Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I'm just glad I'm in and I'm doing the work. I'm about to post this video on Facebook too, to my so-called friends and family. You know, nobody's still liking any of my stuff. No nothing. No liking it. No nothing. No comments. Nothing. That's fine though. I'm still gonna do it because I know somewhere somebody out there needs it. You know, somebody out there needs it. And the other thing, this is what I was gonna say that day when I was talking about a girl that I was messing with. You know, I've been posting all this stuff for at least about a month now on Facebook. Going on 2, maybe 2. No nothing, no likes, no nothing, no nothing, no nothing. So if she comes down about a week and a half, 2 weeks before I even begin to do this or even think about it or know I'm gonna do it, we spend the night at the motel, you know? We do our little thing. Like I said, we were in love. I still had feelings for her. I still felt like I was in love with her. We weren't together for 20 odd years. She lived in Cali, I lived here. She still lives in Cali, I still live here. But we would always talk and, you know, hey, like we couldn't get enough of each other, you know? Even though we weren't together. She was doing her thing, I was doing my thing. But anyway, so we post some pictures up there. Lo and behold, we got more than 50 fucking likes, more than 50 comments. Everybody clapping hands, great, and all these beautiful pictures. You guys look good. You see what I'm saying? For the fucking worldly shit, I get all the congrats, everything, all the likes, everything. But I put up something from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, something that will help you get into the kingdom so your black ass don't die down here and nothing. It's okay though. I see why Monoton's be mad so much. And sometimes he cuss and he'd be like, fuck them, fuck these jakes. I feel just like that. Fuck you. Here I'm trying to give you food to feed you. The Most High's got me giving you food to feed you so you can know him and you can live, and you don't want it. All right? But your black ass gonna be hungry when the time comes, huh? And ain't gonna be nobody here to feed your black ass. So with that, I want to say Shalom Yasharallah, Barakatham to everybody who's supporting me, the brothers that got on my page and subscribed to me. I'm a little slow, brothers, but I'm still gonna keep doing it, man. I got to, and I still do remember. You know, and last time I got it wrong, but I'm gonna get it right this time. I put my hand to the plow, and I ain't taking it off until the Most High come or until I'm dead. So, it is what it is. I love you guys, man. Have a great day. Enjoy the outside. Enjoy while the sun is out, and you get the little breeze, and you get to see the water, and, you know, whatever animals and stuff. Enjoy that before these motherfuckers destroy that too. In Yahweh Shai's name, I thank you and I praise you. And until next time, Shalom and Barakatham.